The lucky girl syndrome, and this was huge online. Can you explain to us what that was?
Yeah, it's almost like reaffirming this language that I am lucky, like blessings come to me. And I always say this to people. I think there was a little bit of controversy on TikTok about the phrasing of the word lucky, because for some people it holds kind of negative connotation. Oh, you were lucky to be saved from that, that kind of energy. So I loved the way that people were saying, let's reframe it. Let's kind of look at this in a, blessings come to me. And I love that way. I like kind of thinking that the universe is sending blessings to me. And it's almost like looking and seeing how worthy, I'm going to say, that you feel of certain things happening to you. So when I moved into this house that I'm in now, and I was in a different house when we last spoke, and it was just sorry, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but it was such an aligned way of I'd driven past this estate for ages, and I'd always dreamed of living in this certain village. It was the week before Christmas, and like you do, you just go on Rightmove and you just kind of look for all of these different, like, I go to the highest number first and then start working my way backwards. And I came across this house, obviously still for rent, and I was like, wow, I need to live there. And within like 3 days, I had gone to the house, gone for a viewing. There was 20 other people at the viewing. I wrote to the landlady, the agent, and I said, look, I'm really interested in this house. I know it's a family house, but I was an interior designer. This is how I went full throttle. This is how I've decorated my old rentals. You'll be able to see that I really look after it. And they came back to me and they were like, yeah, you can live here. Yours. And I was like, oh my God. And that was like the week before Christmas. It was crazy. But anyway, I can't remember where I'm going with that. But when I moved into this house, I'd said to the girls in the membership, I have such a strong feeling that this house is going to be lucky for me. I am going to be a lucky person in this house. And I've won the postcode lottery 11 times.
Stop.
I swear to God, since I've lived there 11 times. And every time I win, I go into the group and say, sorry, girls, I've won the postcode lottery again.
Wow.
And they go, you're such a lucky person. And I said, because I affirm that language to myself over and over and over again. Like, they laugh at me because I constantly get free hot chocolates at Costa. I get flowers given to me. I get all sorts because I declare that I am a lucky person, that I am open to receiving gifts from the universe. However, I see people all the time say, I never win anything. Yeah, I don't win. Like, I don't enter competitions because I don't win it. And I'm like, you are literally using the language to affirm that you do not win things. Like, you're telling the universe, please don't send me anything. Because I don't win it. Like, I'm not open to receiving it. But it all comes down to self-worth. And when we think about this lucky girl kind of energy, it really is about thinking, okay, maybe I'm not at the stage yet where I can think I am worthy of receiving £1 million, okay? Let's start small. And you said something when we first did I did the first in-person event with you, and somebody in the audience, a gorgeous girl, stood up and we were speaking about self-worth, and you said something that always stuck with me, and you said, you have to start small, because even just a bubble bath, let's just start with, do you feel worthy of being in this bubble bath and just in this energy? And I was like, God, I need to remember that, because it's those small moments that build up to those bigger moments of, actually, I'm starting to feel worthy of these bigger things, but starting small. So yeah, I think lucky girl, although there was some controversy over it, I like the idea and the energy behind reaffirming that language to yourself.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I think it's so important. When I first started out in the beauty industry, when I was doing clients, it was like a mantra. And I used to say this mantra, I'm not kidding, my goal was 150 times a day. So 50 times in the morning, 50 times in the afternoon, 50 times in the evening. And my mantra was, I am fully booked. Yes. I am fully booked. And not only did I say the mantra, I felt the mantra too. So it's almost like the same thing, right? We're on the same path here. So I would like close my eyes and I'd be like, oh, I'm fully booked. And I would imagine phone calls coming in, appointments coming through, emails, money in the bank, everything. I just seen it. And at this point I wasn't. I really wasn't. But I said it that many times. Eventually I really was. Yeah. And then it was like, my team are fully booked. I had the confidence to go from, I earn 2k a month to me and my team do 50k months. And it would happen, but I obviously built that up gradually. Another thing that I wanted to add in there was, so many people say, and this, knowing my luck, this won't happen. And it's funny, and I used to be one of those people as well. And I remember when I said to my coach, something along the lines of, knowing my luck, it won't happen or whatever. This was years ago. And she pulled me up and she was like, whoa. She said, did you hear what you just said? I'm like, yeah. And I said it in jest, right? But I'd said it. You can say you say it in jest, but deep down, is it really in jest? Does the universe know that? She told me to change that sentence to, knowing my luck, this will just pay off so much faster. Knowing my luck, I will find the solution to whatever's going off for me easily and quickly.
Yeah.
Knowing my luck, this money's going to come to me so much quicker than I ever expected. And the difference in feeling between knowing my luck, that place will be closed when I get there, to knowing my luck, I'm going to find the perfect thing for me, or knowing my luck, the answers are going to come to me really easily. There's such a different energy in that. And I think it's really important. For me, when I was doing my mantra 50 in the morning, 50 in the afternoon, 50 in the evening, I was doing 2 or 3 appointments, okay? So fully booked was a stretch to me. But I wasn't saying I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire back then, because I wouldn't, it was too big of a gap for me for where I was at in that moment. So I think finding a mantra or something that's positive that you can reaffirm to yourself that's believable. It's a stretch, but it's believable is very important. And then change that frame of knowing my luck, or like bad luck comes in threes and all that shit. It's like, why don't you just switch that up and make it more positive? Because you're attracting and you're affirming and it's doing bits clearly, because you say, knowing my luck, this isn't going to pay off, and it never pays off.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying, knowing my luck, Idris Elba would be obsessed with me if he met me.
Imagine.
Oh, no.
I mean, if it would work that easily, this world would be a dangerous place, wouldn't it?
We would be around.
Your husband's wouldn't be safe. Sorry, Idris Elba's wife, but you know, your husband would be busy. But you know what I mean, like in general.